Attention! If you have not photographed your shape image, do not do this studio. Photograph it, make sure you know where the file is, then start this studio. Lines become shapes, shapes become pattern. This is just a pattern exercise, that's all it is. We're going to do something kind of wacky and weird with this. Don't worry about how it turns out. I want you to take each individual shape. I turn this upside down so I don't even really think of it as much as a picture of a person. And I want you to go through, and every shape on this face, I want you to fill it with a different kind of pattern. Maybe it's a repeating pattern. Maybe it is a alternating pattern. But I want you to fill it with a pattern. Every shape you see. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going up to this shape right here to here. And I'm going to fill it with little dots. Okay. Next, I'm going to go to my lip. And, sorry, it's not my lip. I'm going to go to the shape that represents my lip. And I'm going to fill it in with some stripes. Really tight ones. It's not looking normal. It's not going to. This is literally an exercise. Don't worry about how it turns out. I've got now the mustache and beard. They kind of fill up this giant shape. What kind of pattern can I put in there? Well, it can be any pattern I want, so I'm going to make it numbers. Have fun with it. Have your pattern go in different directions. I'm making this pattern kind of follow the contour of the line. I want you to show me patterns. That's all we're doing. Practicing filling shapes with patterns. If you have a moment where you think you've messed up or you think, I don't like how this looks, that's okay. It's an exercise. We're not hanging these up in a museum. This studio is a little deceiving because it looks like it's really simple, it looks like it's really fast. It's still going to take time. Don't rush it. Just put on a show, sit back, something you can listen to but you don't need to watch. Just start doodling. There's one thing I hope that all of you can take away from this class. It's just the ability to just sit back and relax and use your hand. Don't think about it and just doodle. Just draw for the sake of drawing. Who cares if it looks silly? Who cares if it looks weird? You don't have to share it with anyone. Just doodle. Just draw. Just play. We as humans learn best when we do, when we play. What play really means is it means trying new things and doing things without fear of doing them the right way. Just play. If you want to kind of keep the original image of your face intact, you can lighten and darken lines still. So you can still make a pattern so it's a light pattern or a dark pattern. My eyebrows, for instance, are very dark. So I'm going to intentionally fill them with these shapes, with these patterns, these lines. Line, 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 line. I'm going to purposely fill them with dark lines. I'll keep those dark eyebrows. Hey, if you want an area, and let's say like my forehead was I have a huge forehead. So I want to kind of break this into some smaller shapes. I can look for more details. So I can see, for instance, the brow of my head comes up, dips down, and there. I just did a line that's actually on my head, and I kind of split that up a little bit. I've been doing a lot of patterns so far, and I'm noticing they're all uniform, except for these 1, 2, 3s. So I'm going to break this up a little bit more. I'm going to try to do some different patterns on here now. Just now I made this line and I turned it into rectangle and then I filled it in by shading. This is an example. Don't do it. Don't do it for this. I wasn't thinking and I just kind of went in and did it. Keep to just your line work. Just as much line work as you can. If you accidentally do some shading, that's okay. But try to keep it to just that line work. At this point, when I'm looking at the image, I believe I'm about done. I filled the entire face with patterns. If I wanted to fill the background, I can. But right now, I just want you to focus on that face. Now remember, that face should have filled the whole picture. So if it didn't, start back up. But that face should have filled the whole picture. Fill that whole face with patterns. Any type of pattern you can think of. Look up patterns. Look on Google, go and just do a search for patterns. And you're going to come up with all kinds of cool ideas. Mine are kind of basic right now, just because I'm demoing for you, but have fun with it. Again, background, you don't have to do it, but you can if you want. Once you're done, take a photograph of your work, upload your work to your assignment, and send it in to me for completion. Thank you all so much. I know this was a long demo. There were 3 separate parts of the studio, which is crazy, but this is because we have so much content to cover to start things up. From here on, you're going to have far fewer studio works each week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a great day.